Howdy gamers, Keith Hershey here again. And next up we have Cosmere RPG by Brandon Sanderson and Brotherwise Games. This Kickstarter was one of the biggest Kickstarters I've seen of all time for RPGs. I think it was the biggest Kickstarter for tabletop RPGs. It grossed over $15 million. And so I backed it at a level. I think there's still some more stuff coming for the Miss Moore series. But what we got was for the Stormlight. So those of you who watch or read his books, it's based on the Roshir, World of Roshir, and his novels and whatnot. From what I understand, Brandon Sanderson has been heavily involved in the design of the TTRPG, so it adequately reflect his world that he's been working on. Let's see here, where to start here. So, I guess we'll just start with this one here. So this is Bridge 9. Let me take it out because that glare is just really atrocious. Hard to see that, which I apologize. Trying to do it without tearing it, so I can put it back in its sleeve here. There we go. Still some glare. Hopefully that's not as bad. Now, this is one of the adventures. Introductory adventure for first level characters in the Stormlight campaign setting. It looks like it's got a bunch of pre-gens in the back. Oops. So you can kind of see what that looks like. Oops. Trying not to cover up the artwork. Oh wow, they're kind of loose in there too. Okay. Well, here's some artwork. Some color art from in there. That's pretty good. Wow. It's got battle maps in here as well. Looks like pretty much everything you need. A lot of artwork. Wow. Oh, wow. Here's one of the crevasses, the picture of it. That looks pretty cool. Oh, wow. How about that for a piece of artwork? That's pretty cool. All right. All right, let's move on to the next one. Actually, let me make sure put this back in. Or I'll sleeve here in a little bit. All right, let me take this one out of the sleeve here. Alright, so this is called, oh, it's actually two books in one here. Alright, so it's got the first step, which is supposed to be a level 0 Stormlight adventure based in the world. Just trying to look and see if there's any spoilers here. It kind of looks like it's got something for solo play on it, actually. Is it solo play? The way it was looking. It's got an adventure flowchart section. Wow, okay. Yeah, let's look at some of the artwork in here. It's pretty cool. Why I was asking that about that, so you can kind of see. Hopefully, there's no spoilers in there. Okay. So in that same one, they had Welcome to Roshar, which is the world that this series takes place on. Oh wow. There's some artwork on the different cultures and nations. Oh, that's cool. There's some more cool artwork. Definitely seeing lots of artwork. So, oh wow, here's a map. It's pretty good. Wow, pretty good. Let's see here. How big is this? Looks like it's about 27 pages for that book there. All right, next up. This one's got a bunch of the maps. All right, let's pop that one open. All right, so we got the Cosmere Stormlight Adventure maps, and inside it looks like it's got a bunch of actual battle maps you can take out. I just grabbed one random one here. Okay, so there's one of the maps there, and on the other side, that's what it looks like. There's a bunch of them in here. How many does it say? 24 maps. Deluxe set of 24 maps. From one-page handouts to 4-panel poster maps. Let me see if I can find a bigger map than that one, since that was only a 2-panel. This one looks a little bigger. Yeah, here's a 4-panel one. Let's see what we got here. Looks like a wall of some sort. And then looks like a warehouse. Well, actually, it looks like a library. Let's see here. Get it all in there. Looks like it's got 1-inch squares on there, so you can definitely have your tactical play with it. That's cool. All right, next up, looks like the DM screen. Wow. Pretty fancy looking. Looks like a 3-panel landscape DM screen here. Got some pretty cool art on there. And come back around. Right. See, next up, I'm not going to take these out, but a bunch of like pogs or top-down tokens to use with your maps. A set of 195 character and creature tokens for the Stormlight campaign setting includes 181 medium tokens, 12 large tokens, 2 gargantuan tokens. Let's kind of show the back there a little bit. That's kind of cool. Let's see here. Got a dice bag with some dice. So this setting, from what I can tell, and I'm still kind of learning on it a little bit. So it's like a typical D20. It looks like it's very close to 5e. It looks like a 5e system with the Cosmere RPG heavily embedded in there. They do have a mechanic dice. Trying to remember what they call it. Anyhow, here's one of those dice here. You roll this when you're doing like skill checks and whatnot for complications, opportunities, or just regular things. So there's 2 of those. Cool. Regular the D20 set looks like that. Let's see here, try and get that up there. So that's cool. Get it in here. All right. And then we have some of the item cards. Oops, over in front of it. Let's go ahead and pop that open and take a look at what those look like. Pull the tab here. Pop open the packaging for these cards. Alright, so cards like that. A javelin, and it's just typical javelin there. That's fine. Oh, it's got like honor sprint. And then on the back, a little thing about them. Fish object or test, light sprint. Let's see what else we got here. Here we go, an emerald or a fabrial gem. Side. On the other side. Let's see what other cool stuff. Pain reel, numbing. Don't think I've ran into that in the books I'm reading. I think I'm only on like book 4 right now of the Stormlight series, so I'm still reading, learning about this world. But yeah, it looks like this deck has just a bunch of items. Here's an actual shard blade. That's cool. Alright, put those up, and we'll grab the next deck and see what those are about. Alright, next deck here is Stormlight Plot decks. Pull that tab open on the cards. There we go. Alright. So, first one there says Atrocity. Next time you or an ally makes an injury roll before the end of the scene, subtract 1d4 from that roll. The conversation is disrupted by a brutal attack on one of its participants. You receive news that someone has committed an unthinkable crime. Oh, okay. And I see the symbols next to those, and I think those correspond with that D6, that special D6. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to look at that a little bit more. Shame on me for not looking into it some more. And then Keen Mind has another one of those symbols next to the word there. Let's see, what does the back of it look like? Okay, and it just says opportunity. Opportunity, complication. Yeah, okay. Cool. And then, see, we have fast turns and then slow turns. That's right. That is a new mechanic that they have, or what they call it. So during initiative, if you go on a fast turn, you can go quicker, but you only get 2 actions. So there's fast turn for the PCs, fast turn for the monsters. I think the PCs always go first before the monsters. And then there's slow turns. So you can go slower. You get 3 actions to your turn instead of the normal 2. But you'll go on the second half of the combat rounds. So that's cool. And then we have some conditions in there. Determined, disoriented, empowered. That's some pretty cool artwork on these. Yeah, the rest are conditions. That's kind of cool. Huh. I keep finding bits and pieces that keep elaborating more and more on that game. I'm going to have to just break down and try and run a game. I got so many games I need to run and test out. If you're interested in a Cosmere RPG game, leave a comment in the down below if you'd be interested. If there's enough interest, I'll run a Stormlight campaign for the folks putting comments down below. All right, and then we get to the meat and the potatoes. This is the slipcase for the Cosmere RPG. Got a nice smooth feel to it on the cover. Alright. Pull these out one by one. Alright. Looks like we're going to start with Stormlight World Guide. Man, that's a beautiful looking book. That's what the back looks like. Oh, wow. Really nice looking book here. Inside cover has some cool art. I think we saw that on the DM screen. Who did the cover art? Concept art. Okay, cover illustrator is Ekaterina Burmak. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a pretty cool piece of art there. Yeah, this one. Yeah, world guide here. It's going to go over the world of Rashar, and it looks like it's got a gazetteer. It's got a bunch of the monsters in here. Some of the flora. Look like there's a kind of a map of Alethkar in there. Some more art. Wow, there's some pretty cool looking art in there. Okay, here's another map of Rashar. It looks like it's broken down into the different kingdoms and whatnot. More random art. Yeah, looks pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the next book. Let's see. Next one we're looking at is another pretty beefy one. This is the Stormlight Handbook. So this must have the rules, basically like the Player's Handbook. There's some artwork from inside there. Get it a little closer so it's not so blurry. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool piece of art there. Wow, tons of full color art in here. Their swords are humongous. Definitely a high fantasy style game from the looks of it. Here, and they have paths, that's right. You kind of build your character with skills. So it's kind of like skill based, I guess. You can become radiants in these as well. There's a dust spring. Let's see. Cool looking piece of art there. Cool. All right, let me look real quick. I want to see that that dice real quick. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Plot die is what they call it. So yeah, the plot die will introduce opportunities or complications to the stories when you roll a d20. And then sometimes you'll want to add that just to kind of throw in a little extra. So, all right. And then last but not least, the last book is Stonewalkers. Aid to the Heralds in the Stormlight Adventure. So this must be the full adventure for, or like your first adventure / story. There's some art. That's kind of what the maps look like in there. Yeah, just another. Yeah, it looks like there is some recycle art, but there's still a lot of art in here. Let's see here. Oh, here's a picture of a building or dungeon of some sort. That's kind of cool. Another cool looking piece of art. And then I did notice, to go along with those maps, there's that one map we brought out that had the ramparts. So you can run this adventure with that. So that's cool. Oh, and it's got like a flow chart for the adventure. Oops, over here on that side. You can kind of see that. More maps and whatnot. See if I can find another piece of cool art here. There's more art. Right on. Looks pretty cool. It is a fun book series I've been reading, so it'll be kind of interesting to take what I've been reading about the Stormlight series and actually run an adventure in that. But anyhow, did you get the Cosmere RPG? Have you played it? If you have, what has your experience been? And then if you're interested in being a player in this, let me know in the comments below, and if I get enough interest, I will throw it up on startplaying.games and run an adventure for y'all. Anyhow, happy gaming, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.